everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green on Friday. Huge week coming up this week. Earnings, a lot of our big names, AMD, SoFi, Uber, ON, Roku, PFE, PayPal, DVN, Airbnb, BP, Fubo, Qualcomm, DraftKings, MPC, Coin, Square, PBR, CBS and Lilly, COP, Car, Moderna, Hood, BTU, DDOG, Goodyear, Apache, just a all-around big week. You can see SoFi and AMD on Tuesday. Looks like we got Apache, Roku on Wednesday, CVS. Thursday, Peabody, that's BTU. PayPal's in here, Coinbase. Just a lot of big names. Fubo, DraftKings on Friday. As for econo data, we have the big meeting where Big Daddy Powell comes out, and this is just straight money right here. Straight money if you understand and know how to trade it, and we understand and know how to trade it. Chicago PMI on Monday, manufacturing on Tuesday, job openings. Wednesday, FOMC announcement at 2, then the press conference at 2:30, and we know how to trade this. Initial jobless claims and continued job claims on Thursday, non-farm payroll, unemployment, average hourly on Friday. So let's go to the charts. So that economic calendar is from the link that's posted in the bottom of the Discord. So we got AMC here. You got a little ascending triangle down here, putting in higher lows. It's worth keeping an eye on. This is the bullish percent index for the NASDAQ, and you can see every time we get hot, we push up here, we turn around. We're getting really close to this 70 area now. This is the bullish percent index for the S&P 500. Once again, the 70 area seems like when we always reverse after a push. So just want to point out we are getting very close here. This chart does have a custom touch to it. Put the call ratio. So we are back into the neutral zone. We did push up Thursday at one point into Friday, and we have pulled back to the neutral zone. Oscillators, very hot, 313 for the NASDAQ. We are hot up here. And the New York Stock Exchange, 290. So we're steaming up here, very hot. The S&P 500, this is the weekly chart. You can see this downtrend. We have pushed right into this downtrend here. Also right into our weekly 20 as well. This is the 80 lines. You can see they are turned up. US dollar, we've been watching this pullback. You can see this wedge or just a simple rounded top. If you can just spot that rounded top, that's fine. You would know you would be expecting downside. Got this little ascending wedge we broke out of. Symmetrical triangle we broke out of to the downside. Come back to last Thursday and Friday. We are trying to flag back up. Struggling with that 50. This is so we spotted this. We also spotted the VIX. So this is two of the reasons why we thought the market, a change was coming in the market. You can see the VIX here, big move down on Friday. VIX 15, just been in a straight grind down. Crude, we are wedging here, this little wedge. Watch this for resistance. You can draw your line right across. Watch that for resistance. We still have room to move there before we get into that resistance flagging. This is our percentage of stocks that are above our 200s and our 50. So this push is starting to get some legs to it. We have on the New York Stock Exchange, 30% is above the 200. 54% of stocks are above your 50-day. For the S&P, you You got 38% of stocks are above their 200 and 64% of stocks are above their 50-day. So starting to get some legs, but the bullish percent index is letting us know that, hey, this run probably won't last too much longer. Your advanced decline lines are all curled up. Looks good there. Small caps, you can go back. Remember, the small caps have been stronger for a while, and they are still a little bit stronger. Highs versus lows. You can see we are seeing more highs than lows. Apple, big, huge candle Friday after a bad earnings. You can see we pulled right back to the 20. We opened up right on top of that 9. That was your go signal right there for Apple. Seeing it open up on that daily right at your 9. You can see the pinch in your MACD. Ton of relative strength there. That was a nice move. AMD, we got this little wedge here. You can see we're wedging up into this little tabletop. We need to take that out coming into earnings this week. AMD weekly. So we got to bounce off this resistance level, support level here, trying to push up. 9, that weekly 9's coming down fast. Affirm, you got your 50-day, almost to the 50-day pullback. Got this nice move up here, basically flagging back down. It's not a textbook flag or anything, but coming back down, resting on your 9 and 20. See if we can get a push out of that. If we do, make sure you're watching your 50 on your daily. Affirm 15-minute. Amazon, huge move down and a nice recovery on Friday. We didn't take it all back, but definitely had a nice recovery on that bad earnings. And you can see Amazon, this is the weekly chart, still watching this symmetrical triangle. I have to redraw this, or still watching this downward sloping inverted head and shoulders forming. This has got a ways to go. Just keeping an eye on it. We can move our line and still get this shoulder in. Nothing textbook, and that's a ways out from being formed. You can see AMC here trading in a fairly tight range on Friday. Nice move up. That's a day trader's dream right there. AMD got this little cup kind of handle right here on the 15-minute. Amazon on the 15-minute, you can see the move down. We opened up low and pushed up. See where that goes tomorrow. We still got a big gap there to fill. Apple, intraday, you can see the big push up. Apple had a huge run Friday. Apple weekly chart showing a lot of relative strength compared to the rest of the big tech in the market itself. ARK is back above your 9 and 20 here. Watch this for a move up. Looks really good. If we do push up here, watch your 50-day. Boeing started to trade in this little channel. We talked about how that's had a lot of relative strength. Bitcoin had a decent week last week. At the end of the week, we have pushed right into this weekly 20 here. Bitcoin daily. Got a little tabletop here waiting for the 9 to catch up. Boeing, you can see we had a nice push Friday. It opened and it snatched back and then had another nice push and kind of flattened out here. Looks like it's right into some resistance. Charge point pushed right up into the daily 20, wedged in between the 9 and 20. Not interested in this until it gets either above that 20 or below that 9. Chewy, a nice breakout here of a little, it's a rough ascending triangle. Nice breakout, come back, retested to 209, retesting your support. See if we can get a push up off of that. Chewy intraday, not a lot of movement there. Pulled back and had a decent little push. Consumer staples, yeah, huge move here. We did barely close above this 200. See where we open tomorrow. Crowd, trading right into a downtrend. That's worth watching. Could see a move down off of that. CVX, we got this inverted head and shoulders breakout. Just a huge move there. Start watching them for some short action. See if we can get some down moves off from them. They've had such a big move. DVN, nice breakout last week. And this has come back, tested the 9. So we tested the 9, trying to push back up. I'd like to see this 9 get closer. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. It was a nice breakout there. DraftKings have pushed back up into this channel. We're back above the 20, the 9 and 29, swooping up. XLE. So we had a nice push here, come down. The 9's on its way. Didn't quite retest like DVN did, but still worth watching. So we may be able to get a little pullback on these this week. Ford. This one has decent liquidity in the options. The options are cheap. I believe the strike, the second strike out of the money is about $7. Nice push here. We can see we kind of pulled back to the 9 on Thursday. Candle opened up on Friday, respected the candle line, pushed up. Watch your 50-day there. Could see some resistance there. For solar, trading in this little broadening wedge. It's not textbook. We've already broke out of it, but I'm still watching this trend line. And you can see we're still respecting the trend line. I would like to see a candle open up over that trend line, and it's go time. MACD's crossing bullish there. GameStop finally trying to break out of this little descending triangle. Google, another one, big move down, trying to recover, push back up on Friday. This is a strong candle. We should see a move up if we see follow through off that candle. Q's, another strong candle on Friday, back above the 9 and 20. If we do push here, we got to watch the 50. MACD looks good. You can see the big push intraday on the Q's. Big push there. Q's weekly pushing up off of this support level, and was able to take this 200 back. We were able to take the 9 back. The next stop here would be the 20 week, your weekly 20. If we continue to push, the bonds we've seen some recovery in this last week. Back above the 9, we still got to take this 20 out. Friday's looking a little weak there on that doji. IWM, strong candle last week. You can see this little downtrend line here as well. We have taken that out. The next stop here would be your weekly 50. IWM on the daily. On your daily here, we have this 200. That's our next stop there. We're outside of the Bollinger Bands. What I would like to see is an inside day to get us back in these Bollinger Bands. Let this 9 catch up. And we could be getting that. Typical Monday, a lot of times we see a chop day. You can see the IWM here. We had a nice move on this Friday too. Not as big as the move on the Qs. Moderna pushing up, flagging here, waiting on the 9 to catch up. Merck, we had earnings last week. This has been a big mover since we put it on the list. It has just gone straight up, but it's running out of steam here. You can see your candles just running out. I would expect a pullback here soon. I don't mean all new lows, just a pullback to the 9. Meta, we broke out of this wedge. We were looking for new lows when we broke out of that wedge, and we've definitely got it. Earnings were just, it's like the 6th time in a row. Bad earnings, guided down. You can see, tried to test that 9, got rejected. This is your daily chart for Meta, and you can see we're way down here. Just 2 dojis down there. It's tight. Once again, big volume coming in on the sell-off. This is down like 13, or no, I believe it was down 23% at one time. That number may not be perfect. That's the 15-minute chart. MU back down to support and push. That was a nice play there. Microsoft, earnings wasn't great here neither. Down. We did try to recover it on Friday. MACD's not looking so healthy there. MACD did not respond to that candle that well. You can see the big push here on Friday. And you can see the broadening wedge that Microsoft's trading in on the weekly. You can see the push here into the 9 and got rejected. You can see the wicks on that candle, wide range week last week. MOS got this little double bottom, broke out of, coming back, testing the 9. So we do have the 200 here, and we have the 9 right there. 50's coming in there as well. Just a lot going on. Above that 200, I like it. MRO, trying to pull back, waiting on this 9. Another nice breakout that we had. MU, nice push on Friday. This is the NASDAQ, nice candle. Netflix, this has been on a tear, but we're running out of steam here. 9's catching up. I'm expecting this to hang out, wait on this 9 to catch up, and hopefully continue to push up. See how it acts when the 9 gets there. MACD still looks decent. NVIDIA, strong candle on Friday. Maybe we'll see some follow through on that candle. 15-minute, you can see the big push, the snatch back, and then it just ripped. NVIDIA weekly still trading in that channel. Oxy, nice pullback and recovery here on Friday. You can see this inverted head and shoulders. We've not really gotten, I mean, did push up out of the pattern, come back, tested the 9, but we've not gotten a move here that we have on a lot of the other energy names. Palantir, so we had this possible double bottom pushing up. You have a higher low here and continuing to push up, kind of waiting on the 9, come back to retest that 9, see if we can get a move up there this week. Palantir 15-minute, you can see it was pretty flat on Friday. Peloton, trying to break out of this little wedge here, can probably redraw that. It's no trade area for me right now. It's just too much going on there. You got to have room to make money. Plug, bear flag into the 9. We did break to the downside out of the bear flag. Just MACD is changing character on that one. Definitely not trading like the market. So we got Riot here. I do believe Riot's options are still pretty liquid and fairly cheap. So we've pushed up out of this little broadening channel and flagging. See if we can get a move up. If Bitcoin pushes this week, we'll probably get a move up out of that. Ryvan. So we've took this downtrend out, flagging, trying to wait on this 9, holding the 50. So I like it holding that 50. I like to see that 9 get closer. Roblex, we're trading in this little cup here. This is the S&P 500 daily. Nice push on Friday. You can see we pushed up, flagged for a couple days, waiting on this 9 to get close. Didn't connect with the 9, but we were able to push up over the 50. So we're still inside of our Bollinger Bands. Would like to see an inside day, get it off that Bollinger Band. CRM, Salesforce, flagging on the 9 there. Intraday 15-minute for Salesforce. Nice push on Friday. Look at the flags there. Look at the entries. They give several different entries Friday. Snow. This chart was looking really good, and Meta's earnings come out and just got destroyed on that. We had pushed right up into this downtrend. SoFi got this little symmetrical triangle. On Friday, we did finally break out of it. You can see SoFi here, big move up, flagging into the 9. See if we can get a push up here. We have this 200 right here. So that's going to be the problem area. If we do push, we got to take that out. The SPY weekly, you can see the SPY weekly did close over that downtrend where the SPX, the S&P 500, has not taken its downtrend out yet. The SPY was able to clear that downtrend. And you can see the daily. Once again, we had a downtrend here we took out. The 50 was the next level, flagged, waiting on the 9 to catch up, and then big move here right into the Bollinger Band. Once again, I would like to see an inside day to get us off that Bollinger Band. You see the big rip here on intraday on the 15-minute chart. our trend chart. So we got bullish, short term, bullish, medium term, still bearish for the longer term trend. Definitely changing there. But we know we're running out of steam. Those first two, well, AMC was the first chart. The second and third charts letting us know that we don't have a lot more room to run before we're going to run into that 70 level and start seeing some resistance in the market. Square, got this little rounded bottom down here right at a level of resistance. SQQ. So this is a broadening wedge that we broke to the downside out of. Big strong down candle Friday got us back below the 50. Got MACD's bearish, exactly what we want to see. XLK, a nice move for the tech sector. We closed above the 50. See if we can continue this move or raise at the Bollinger Band. I'd like to see it open up, hang out on top of this 50, let this 9 catch up, let that Bollinger Band move up and try to get off the edge of it. Strong MACD there showing relative strength. Tesla weekly trying to push up off the support. So this is support we've been watching all through this area. Support at the bottom of this little cup here. Once again, we found support there. So we had this double top we pulled out of, put this diamond in, tried to push up, didn't do anything. Kind of had this little double bottom down here. Pushing up, got above your 20. Pull back, retesting your 9. Your 9's wanting to swoop up. This looks like it wants to move up now. We'll have to see. The Twitter fiasco is over. You got a decent MACD there. This is TLT, the weekly chart for the bonds. You can see the RSI down here way oversold. Tried to push up last week. Tesla intraday, big pullback and then a nice recovery. That's nice when they snatch back like that and then push up. It gives you more room to make money on the upside. You get to make money on the downside, then make money on the upside. Uber here has broke out of this channel. Back below the 9 and 20, or in between the 9 and 20 here. It's got to break out of that one way or the other before I'm interested into it. Don't like them when they're wedged in between two moving averages. There's too many other stuff to trade. We got to have room to make money. UNG, big pullback Friday, and then a big recovery towards the end of the day. Day trader's dream. You can see UNG here, respecting the 9. Just natural gas has been weak here for a while, and it's been weak since we had our head and shoulders topping pattern up there. What chart is this? Oh, Upstart, duh. So Upstart right into this resistance level here. We had a big move up, looks like last Tuesday, right into this resistance level. We're still holding the 9 and 20, but your 50 days coming in with resistance right there. Just a very weak chart. You can see it's just been chopping around the last few days, and we can see why, because of that 50 days offering resistance. Wells Fargo weekly, we got this higher low here on the weekly chart. Strong candle last week, right into resistance. Nice push up. Got this little cup here. This side's a little higher, so it's not textbook, but still worth watching. See if we can get a push up off that. Walmart, nice push up last week. Got a break out of this bottom ascending triangle here. Descending triangle. And to the upside, took the 200 out. Trying to flag there, waiting on a 9. Still ended up pushing. Nice move. This is the XLF, the financial sector. It's been on a rip. Earnings come in decent with the banks. Most of them were very decent. I believe Citibank was the worst one, and they've been on a tear. ExxonMobil breaking out of our little pennant here, pushing up. It's been on a tear. ExxonMobil's definitely been hot. XOP, we did break out of this inverted head and shoulders and trying to push. We're tried to hold this 200. We ended up getting a snatch back, tested the 9, trying to push back up. See where that one goes this week. And that concludes our video for tonight. Just keep in mind that it's the discipline and self-control is the key to your success in trading. We do have big earnings this week and the FOMC data. Just keep in mind that bullish percent indexes are letting us know that there's probably not a lot of gas left in this run, so let's make it while we can, and we'll catch the reversal down back to the downside. Have a great week, everyone. I hope to see you in the trading room.